Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Westerns and drama on this Wednesday with episodes of Fort Laramie starring Raymond Burr from 70 years ago, and also Gunsmoke from 70 years ago. Also, we'll have an episode of Tales of the Texas Rangers starring Joel McCrea from 76 years ago. And we'll have an episode of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense, Agnes Moorehead, the First Lady of Suspense, in the Yellow Wallpaper. And we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Claudia. That's all coming up on this Wednesday, 29th day of July. This is the 210th day of the year, and we have 155 days left in 2026. The Cumberland School of Law, founded in Lebanon, Tennessee on this date in 1847. By the end of 1847, only 15 law schools even existed in the U.S. In 1907, Sir Robert Baden-Powell set up the Brownsea Island Scout Camp in Poole Harbor on the south coast of England. That camp ran from August 1st to 9th of that year, and it's regarded as the founding of the Scouting movement. Adolf Hitler became leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party on this date in 1921. After a hiatus of 12 years caused by World War II, the first Summer Olympics to be held since the 1936 Games opened in London. It was on this date in 1957, Jack Paar took over as host of The Tonight Show.
The National Broadcasting Company and its affiliated stations from coast to coast present the new Tonight, starring Jack Paar. And it's all live from New York.
You know, this is an hour and 45 minutes a night, and I can't figure it out, really. It's a telethon, but I can't figure who it's for. But welcome all of you to the new Tonight Show. We have with us tonight some wonderful people.
Jack Paar would host the show for 5 years, leading into the era of Carson. The International Atomic Energy Agency, established on this date in 1957, and in 1958, President Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act into law, which created NASA. The first Congress elections in Hawaii are on this date in 1959, as Hawaii became a State of the Union. In 1965, the first 4,101st Airborne Division paratroopers arrived in Vietnam. In 1967, fire and explosions killed 134 servicemen when a rocket accidentally launched aboard the USS Forrestal in the Gulf of Tonkin. Here's a portion of a Navy training video on the incident.
Somehow a Zuni rocket has been triggered, roaring across the flight deck and hitting an A-4 Skyhawk. Flame from the A-4's ruptured fuel tank has enveloped the Skyhawk and her immediate neighbors.
One of the survivors of that incident would become a United States Senator, John McCain. In New York City on this date in 1976, the Son of Sam killed one person and seriously wounded another in the first of a series of attacks. The marriage of Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer on this date in 1981.
Charles Philip Arthur George, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife?
I will.
Diana Francis, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband?
I will.
I pronounce that they be man and wife together.
The divorce finalized in August of 1996. We know what happened. Lady Diana was killed in a car crash, and Prince Charles is now King Charles. British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, President of France Francois Mitterrand, signed the agreement to build the tunnel under the English Channel on this date in 1987. It would become the Eurotunnel.
The United Kingdom and France have decided today, on the basis of reports by experts, to link their two countries by a twin-bore tunnel under the channel for rail traffic and motor vehicle shuttle trains. Later, a drive-through link should be built.
The tunnel opened in 1994 at a cost of nearly £10 billion. Israeli Supreme Court acquitted Nazi death camp guard John Demanjanjuk of all charges on this date in 1993, and he was set free. The controversial child protection portion of the Communications Decency Act of 1996 struck down that year as too broad by a U.S. federal court. A stock day trader went on a shooting spree at two trading offices in Atlanta on this date in 1999, killing 9 people and wounding 13 others. Gunman Mark Barton also found to have killed his wife and 2 children. He later took his own life after being cornered by police. Atlanta Mayor Bill Campbell said Barton reportedly upset over setbacks in the stock market.
He apparently was a day trader at a brokerage firm and was concerned about financial losses.
Lives are frequently lost with people having issues with stock trading. Go back to the Depression back in the 20s. That you saw how many people jumped off buildings to kill themselves back then. It was on this date in 2004, Massachusetts Senator John Kerry accepted the Democrat nomination for the presidency.
With great faith in the American people, I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
Kerry would lose a close race to George W. Bush. Astronomers announced their discovery of Eris, a dwarf planet, on this date in 2005. Given the insensitivity police today, should we not call it a dwarf planet? Should we just call it a little planet? Microsoft released Windows 10 11 years ago today, and it's, the problems with Windows 11 are such that a lot of people are still running Windows 10. The International Space Station temporarily spun out of control on this date in 2021, moving the station 45 degrees out of attitude following an engine malfunction of a Russian module. Passing away on this date in history, composer Robert Schumann, painter Vincent van Gogh, musician Mama Cass Elliott, gangster Mickey Cohen, TV producer Bill Todman of Goodson Todman Productions, produced a lot of great game shows, including the original Password. Raymond Massey, a great actor. Also David Niven, band leader Fred Waring, jazz musician and band leader Les Elgart, TV personality Tom Schneider, and pro wrestler Nikolai Volkov. Birthdays on this date of those who are no longer with us include Benito Mussolini, the Italian dictator, film actress Theda Bara, actor William Powell, actress Clara Bow, the second UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld, lawyer and actor Melvin Belli, the world's foremost authority, comedian Irwin Corey. And it was just, his stuff was just absolutely insane. One of the things they asked is which came first, the chicken or the egg? After about a 5-minute nonsensical diatribe, his answer was the rooster. Let's see, actor Richard Egan, pro wrestling manager Lou Albano, journalist Peter Jennings, and Tony Sirico of The Sopranos, all born on this date. They have all left the building.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Her father was the 26th governor of the state of Kansas from 1933 to 1937, and the party's 1936 Republican nominee for president in 1936. His name is Alf Landon. He also was a broadcaster for a number of years. The former senator from Kansas, Nancy Kassebaum, is 93 today.
As many of my colleagues know, I have long been an opponent of this proposed change in the Constitution of the United States. I have said it would not get us 1 cent closer to a balanced budget. I have contended that it would invite invasive accounting and legal gymnastics. I have expressed concern that it would open a whole new frontier for judicial review. These concerns are not without basis in actual experience.
Nancy Landon Castlebaum, 93 years old today. You remember him from Laramie, Wagon Train, and Emergency. Robert Fuller, 92 years old today. The senator from North Carolina and the former wife of Bob Dole, Elizabeth Dole, turns 90 today.
24 million Americans, including more than 778,000 North Carolinians, are enrolled in Medicare Part D. And today these folks are receiving more affordable access to life-saving medication. For a majority of these individuals, the program is working properly, and they are receiving their prescriptions at a much lower cost than before. In fact, pharmacies across the nation are filling 1 million prescriptions a day to Medicare Part D enrollees.
Elizabeth Dole, 90 years old today. From Rush, Geddy Lee is 73 today. Big Papa Pump and the uncle of Braun Breaker in the WWE, Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump is 64 today. Martina McBride, country singer, 60 years old today. Actor Will Wheaton is 54. From How I Met Your Mother, Josh Radnor is 52. And from Days of Our Lives and Big Hero 6, Genesis Rodriguez is 39. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 29th day of July as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And we're going to go back to a Sunday, July 29th, 1956. We're going to start off with an episode of Fort Laramie coming up next here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
On this, our country's 200th birthday, thanks to those who helped make America great. George Washington, father of our country. Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence. Benjamin Franklin, inventor, diplomat. Abraham Lincoln, the great emancipator. And Smokey Bear, preventer of forest fires. Thank you, gentlemen, for making America great.
A public service on behalf of your state foresters, the Forest Service, and the Ad Council.
We roll on here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox as we go back to Sunday, July 29th, 1956. This aired at 5:30 Eastern Time on CBS. Raymond Burr starring in Fort Laramie.
At the gallop, follow!
Fort Laramie. Fort Laramie, starring Raymond Burr as Captain Lee Quince. Specially transcribed tales of the dark and tragic ground of the wild frontier. The saga of fighting men who rode the rim of empire. And the dramatic story of Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry.
Might as well stay mounted, Sergeant. Looks like their stage is ready.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to the agent. Morning, Mr. Church.
Morning to you, Captain. Did you come for them?
My orders say to meet Mr. and Mrs. Horace Quiring at the Red Cloud Agency and escort them to Fort Laramie.
Good.
That there stage outside?
It is. Did you hear me say good?
I heard you.
Good. That's good for their leaving and good for good riddance, too.
Bureau of Indian Affairs bothering you, Mr. Church?
Bothering's a small word, Captain. I won't try to spell it all out for you. You wouldn't believe me if I did. Suffice it to say, I am played out.
Well, if they're ready...
The Indians are played out, too.
What's the matter with them?
You don't know these folks at all?
Huh? The Major says Mr. Quiring has something to do with the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Basket weaving, dancing, lore and culture studies, fire making, Indian mythology. Oh, I tell you, Captain, we've had a busy couple of weeks.
Well, if he wants to learn about the Indians, he'd...
Captain, he's been teaching.
He's been teaching the Indians how to make baskets?
That's the least of it. Him and his missus, too, touched up a few of the tribal dances. And that Gussie, she... I'll say, your orders don't mention Gussie?
Gussie?
She's their niece. A great hand to go around and make fires, rubbing a couple of dry sticks together.
Showed the Indians how, did she?
Oh, they was amazed. Oh, you wouldn't leave Gussie here. Well, I mean, seeing her name ain't set down in your orders. Oh, you wouldn't do a trick like that to me, Captain.
I'll take 'em all.
Oh, good. Of course, that poses a problem, too.
How's that?
You gotta find 'em first.
They lost?
Always. Let's go, Captain. Can you see them yet?
I make out 3 heads up at the top of the rocks. Guess they're heads.
That's the Quiring. From a distance, there's always some question. Then you get close up and... Oh, I've got to rest. Oh, dear. I'm getting lightheaded.
I don't see how they got up that high. Especially the women.
No, you don't. You've got to catch them in the act to believe it. And then you'd swear you hadn't seen it. Oh, active. Mighty active.
Well, I'll go up and get them. Can't keep the patrol sitting around all morning.
I figure they're your responsibility now, Captain. I've done all I can do, and then some.
And we'll pick you up on our way down.
All right.
Oh, my. Yes.
Mr. Quiring?
Hush.
I never hoped for this, truly. A Lagopus mutus.
What's your Latin, Gussie? Lagopus leucurus.
Strictly speaking, of course, it's a rupestris. But you can't blame the girls for being carried away.
You talking about that bird there on the ledge?
Oh, I know you're going to tell me it's a white-tailed ptarmigan. But in bird circles, it's a...
It's a grouse.
Well, yes, if you want to be blunt, it's a grouse.
Horace?
Right here, Winifred.
Only in the broadest sense is the ptarmigan a grouse. A kin, I'll give you. Nothing more.
Remember, Uncle Horace? Aunt Winifred's last paper before the Ornithological Society definitely established the ptarmigan as a gallinaceous bird akin to the grouse.
Oh, you see, young man, you want to have your facts well in hand before you take on the Quiring girls. Oh, so by the way, who are you?
I'm Captain Quince. I'm in charge of your cavalry escort to Fort Laramie.
Oh, yes, indeed, of course. Well, now, I'm Horace Quiring. Oh, and this is my wife, Winifred, and my niece, Augusta. We call her Gussie. Gussie. Girls, Captain Quince.
Ma'am? Miss?
Shake hands, Captain.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness, Quince.
Well, she's thinking of the Australian black ash.
Oh?
Indeed, I'm not, Uncle Horace. We studied the quince at the seminary. I'm thinking more in terms of the pear-shaped fruit of the Pyrus Sidonium.
She has you there, Horace.
Oh, yeah. I warn you, Captain. They keep a man on his pace. Well, shall we make our descent?
Yes, I kind of think we better.
Maybe it's a little early for him to have breakfast, Lee.
For the Quirings? They probably struck out before dawn and roasted a buffalo on an open fire. A fire Gussie made rubbing two dry sticks together.
I know you don't like your assignment, Lee, but there's no cause to exaggerate.
I thought the Indian agent was exaggerating, too.
They seem like perfectly nice people to me. A pleasant, close-knit family.
You spent 5 minutes with them. Never got past how to do.
Mrs. Daggett was leaving on the stage. I explained that.
That's all right. Maybe it's better you find out for yourself. The Indian agent says they know more about Indians than the Indians do. They might start telling us how to run the guard mount.
I wish they'd come. I'm starved.
Maybe they're lost.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, the Indian agent says they're always lost. You see, they go climbing around a lot, looking for birds and things.
Well, they're not lost this time. Here's Mr. Quiring.
Well, my goodness. Oh, don't you bother getting up for me, Major and Captain.
Morning, Mr. Quiring.
Morning, sir.
Oh, isn't it? Oh.
Sit down, Mr. Quiring.
Thank you. All right. Well, now, how nice. So this is the officers' mess, is it?
That's right. Would you like some coffee while we're waiting?
Oh, I'd love some Nothing like a good cup of coffee to... Waiting?
For the ladies.
And the ladies?
For Mrs. Quiring, Miss Gussie.
Oh, the girls. See, where are they?
Well, I just supposed you'd all be together.
We were? Yeah, but that was at breakfast. I haven't seen the girls since breakfast. A little raspy in the throat, are we, Captain?
No, I sort of choked.
Oh, you want to watch that? That's bad business.
You've had breakfast, Mr. Quiring?
My goodness, yes. Why, it's after 7, Major. Oh, it was a good breakfast, too. It was outdoors, open fire. All the sounds of the aurora as the sun came up and shone with its full glory on Laramie Peak.
You say an open fire, Mr. Quiring?
Yes, Gussie insists on an open fire. Ever since she learned how to... well, the things young ladies learn in seminaries these days. My, just open your eyes.
Mind telling us what you had for breakfast?
Not at all. Glad to. Winifred's department, the food. She made the boast. But to tell you the truth, I never thought she'd bag it. Well, sir, she wasn't up in that canyon 5 minutes until... Bang, bang! Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't frighten you, Major.
Oh, no. I'm all right.
Bang, bang. What, Mr. Quiring?
Oh, breakfast. Yes, breakfast.
It wasn't a buffalo by any chance.
Oh, no. A buffalo. I don't believe Winifred could have bagged a buffalo. No, it wasn't a buffalo.
I didn't think it would be.
No, it was an antelope. See, that is a bad throat you've got there, Captain.
I guess it comes from exaggerating things. Wouldn't you say, Major?
I've got some business to attend to. Better get over to headquarters.
But you haven't had your breakfast, Major.
Well, I'm not hungry.
Oh, no. I'll bet Winifred could tempt you with some of that antelope. Oh, my. Delicate, succulent. I hope their foray into the woods was successful. I couldn't go with them. You see, I was most anxious.
What foray into what woods, Mr. Quiring?
What woods? Now, let me get my bearings. Which way is north?
That way.
That's splendid. Yes, that's it. There are some woods to the north, and last time I saw the girls, they were...
Captain Quince, you're to form a search party immediately. Take what men you need.
Search party? Why?
The land to the north is Indian country, Mr. Quiring.
Well, of course, that's why they went, but, oh, my goodness, a search. You speak as if the girls are lost.
We're speaking as if they're in danger, Mr. Quiring. Those woods are full of Arapaho, Shoshone, Crow.
Oh, I don't think they'll bother the girls. But I am glad you mentioned that. I've been meaning to have a chat with you concerning the perimeter defense of the fort.
Captain?
Yes, sir.
Move out.
Yes, now, Major...
Right away, sir.
I noticed last night a tattoo. It seemed to me it would make the slightest...
I wonder if I understood you correctly, Captain. We're to look up in the trees as well?
You understood me, Mr. Syberts. Up in the trees, up on rock ledges, up on cliffs.
The ladies climb, sir?
Climb or fly, I don't know. But you pick a spot no one can get to except maybe an eagle. They'll be there.
Captain.
Shh. Ahead of us, Mr. Syberts.
Sounds like a grizzly.
Like no grizzly I ever heard. Put your rifle down, Mr. Syberts. Let's give him a hand.
It's an Indian, Captain.
Yeah, that poor devil.
Somebody stuffed a gag in his mouth, and what's all this he's caught in?
That, Mr. Syberts, is a butterfly net.
Well, how on earth?
Here, give me a hand.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that kerchief out of his mouth.
No kill.
You're all right. We're not going to kill you. What are we caught on, Mr. Syberts?
It's a handle or something, sir. Trapped down in this brush.
You let go. I run. I no come here again. You let go. White squaws crazy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Young man, down there. Don't set him free.
Captain, look where she is. Clear up at the top of the...
I told you, Mr. Syberts.
You better come down from there, Mrs. Quiring.
No, you not let her down here again. I run. White squaw full of bad spirits.
Shut up.
Young man, do as I say. Leave the Indian as you found him. He bothers us.
Keep working, Mr. Syberts. Let him go when you get him free. I'll go up and get the girls.
Of hearing, young man. I hallooed you on 2 occasions about the Indian, and
I heard you, Mrs. Quiring.
And you deliberately let him go after I told you he bothered us.
He won't bother you anymore. See down there? He's running like fired on.
They've flown, Aunt Winifred, but with all the commotion, who can blame them?
Indeed. First the Indian, and we silenced him. But now... just look around down there, Gussie. Enough army to... Have you lost something important, Captain?
Ma'am, you gotta understand a few things about the West, about Indians, about Army garrisons.
Well, now, if that isn't what we're trying our level best to do, Captain Quince, and how better to do it than by going directly to nature, studying the birds of flight, the animals...
Miss Gussie.
Yes?
Miss Gussie, this is Indian country. You're not allowed to go directly to nature in Indian country, not if you're a white woman.
Now that's plain silly.
It's a treaty says so, Mrs. Quiring. Took a long time, talking, negotiating, giving and taking. And finally, it was decided the Indians were the only ones with rights to this land.
The Indian didn't mean us any harm, did you think, Aunt Winifred?
Furthest thing from his mind. He was nosy, that's all. Gussie and I had stolen up on... Now, mind what I tell you, Captain. We'd stolen up on a bittern, a sharp-shinned hawk.
Aunt Winifred, your language.
I'm breaking it down for the captain. Remember the problem we had earlier about what he called a grouse?
Oh, of course.
Ma'am, if you'll let me get a word
a bittern, a sharp-shinned hawk, a goshawk, a bald eagle, and a crow.
A crow, Aunt Winifred?
The Indian was a crow, wasn't he, Captain?
Yes, ma'am. He was a crow. And to use her words, Major, when the crow persisted in making so much noise, we did the only reasonable thing. That's when they dropped a butterfly net on him and gagged him with a kerchief.
Wait a minute, I've lost track. Is this crow a bird or a...
Indian.
Captain, the Army's been my life for 15 years. But this business with the Quirings may bring it to an untimely conclusion. I'm about to write Washington that if they send another party out here in the name of investigating anything, I'll resign.
How long the Quiring's going to be putting up here?
He hasn't said. But this is an order, Captain. From now on, I'm assigning you to a full-time watch on the three of them. We can't always be sending search parties out to find them.
There's no watching the three of them at one time. They got a way of pairing off or striking out alone.
And assign a man to each of them. But I want them accounted for at all times.
Hope we don't have any Indian uprisings before they leave. We couldn't spare the men to fight them.
Oh, no.
Yeah? That'd be Mrs. Quiring.
What on earth's she doing with Sergeant Gorse?
Talking to him, anyway. I'd have to get closer to find out what about.
You go ahead, Captain. I'm going over to the Sutlers. I just remembered Mrs. Daggett's out of hat pin.
Are you sure you're trying to understand?
I'm not sure, no, ma'am. I hear what you're saying, all right.
It's a perfectly simple and direct statement. Toe out.
Toe out.
Oh, Captain Quince, help me make this nice sergeant understand.
What's wrong, Sergeant?
I don't rightly know, Captain. Something about the way I walk or don't walk or something. The lady, she...
You two haven't met? Formally?
Well, now
She just come on me talking.
Well, then, allow me. Ms. Quiring, this is Sergeant Gorse.
Shake hands, Sergeant.
Yes, ma'am.
Now then, did you say Gorse?
Yes, ma'am. That's my name, Gorse.
Wonderful! Oh, wonderful! Wait till I tell Gussie and Horace. A Quince and a Gorse on the same army post. Oh, I can't wait. This is too good to keep. You'll excuse me?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't forget, Sergeant, toe out. Toe out.
She sure got a bird somewhere, ain't she?
Maybe.
You think I walk funny, Captain?
I'm beginning to think everyone's a little funny around here, one way or another.
My name. What's she going on about my name for?
She knows what it means.
Well, what does it mean?
I don't know. Now, me, I got a couple of choices. They can't decide if I'm an Australian black ash or the pear-shaped fruit of the Pyrus Sidonia.
Captain, I'm going to go get me some beer.
See you practice on the way over, Sergeant. Don't forget. Toe out.
Now, you just got to make up your mind to stay put, Mr. Quiring. We can't come looking for you every now and then.
Well, I've never lost, you know. Never. I always know where I am. I have maps and charts.
Well, it's more that I don't know where you are.
Oh, then you're lost.
No, sir, I'm not. I'm just...
Oh, well, that's a different matter entirely. But don't worry, I'll get us back. I have maps and charts and things. Can't understand Winifred, though. That's my wife, Winifred.
Yes, sir.
It's not like her to steer me wrong this way. Usually, Winifred's word is her bond. She says something, it's true. But this time she... by the way, I don't believe I caught your name, Sergeant.
My name's Gorse.
Oh, yes, Sergeant Oh, that's a fine name. Imagine you're quite proud of it. Did you say Gorse?
I sure did.
Oh, my. Well, that's a good one. Well, now the joke's on me, Sergeant.
It is, huh?
Yes. Winifred didn't steer me wrong at all. She said... Oh, my, this is rich. Yes, it is. It's rich. She was telling me about the gorse, you see. And I was quite naturally excited about that.
Why?
Well, for a good reason, I assure you. You don't run into gorse every day, you know.
Well, I don't, but... Now look here, Mr. Quiring.
Well, I quite naturally assumed that Winifred was referring to the common furs, or wind. And that's why I struck out to see it. Perhaps snip a sample or two.
I sure don't know what you're talking about. And your wife. I hear everything she says, and I don't know what she's talking about neither.
Well, then as I rode out, I got to thinking, perhaps Winifred wasn't referring to the common furs or wind at all. Yes, I said, well, it's been years since I read her paper on the gorse, but I remember the main points, all right. So let me see now. There's the gorse linnet, the gorse chat, gorse hatch, gorse hatcher, and gorse thatcher.
What are you talking about? All them gorses?
Oh, my. Oh, now, say. Oh, shame on me. Will I never remember to keep it simple for the layman? Will I never remember? Well, to begin at the beginning again. We're back now to the furs and the wind. That's very like juniper.
That last bunch with all them gorses in front of
birds. Yeah, songbirds, many of them.
You like birds. Is that what you're saying?
Do I like oh, my dear gorse. Birds and I... Oh, I'm sorry, but a sergeant named Gorse... Well, Winifred will just have to do a paper on that.
Oh, we got a lot more interest in birds than that out here.
You do?
Oh, sure. What? You don't want to mess around with common old gorses when you can come up on say, the jayhawk.
Yes?
He flies backwards, you know.
Backwards?
Yeah. Then there's the mugwump.
Mugwump?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say mugwump? My goodness, I thought they were extinct.
Oh, no. No, we got them all over out here. Then there's the three-footed firebird.
Three-footed?
Stands on one, rubs his other two together, makes fires.
Gussie will be thrilled.
I just can't believe this. That's why I come up here, Captain. They're really leaving?
That's what they say. Pushing farther west on the trail of a three-footed firebird.
I told them California, up high in the Sierra. Leastwise, the last covey I saw was there.
I understand Mrs. Quiring's going to give you full credit on her paper about them. You better count heads here. Here's Mr. Quiring talking to the major.
Well, I seen Mrs. Quiring not 2 minutes ago. She was helping the squaw do some Indian beadwork.
Well, she isn't doing it now. Find her, Gorse.
Oh, now. She ain't run away again, Captain.
I want them all three on that stage, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Keep an eye out for Miss Gussie while you're at it, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Captain? Captain?
Yes, Mr. Quiring?
Well, now, I wouldn't want to miss shaking your hand in farewell, Cap. The stage is packed. I've said my goodbyes to the major. You lose something?
Your wife. And I don't see Miss Gussie either.
Well, now, let me see. Well, if I were Winifred, now, where would I go? I always begin that way, you see, and then I let my mind function as if it were Winifred's mind. The root house.
That's clear over behind the settlers.
That far? Well, when we go over...
What's she doing at the root house?
Oh, my, you didn't know? She found a small flowering gorse and thought it only fair.
Never mind.
Captain Quince!
What now?
It's Miss Gussie, Captain.
You see, Captain, we're all accounted for. There's no problems.
No, I'm afraid there is, sir. It seems Miss Gussie was demonstrating how quickly she... Well, they don't think it's too serious, but under the circumstances, they took her to the post hospital.
Hospital?
Yes,
Under what circumstances, Mr. Syberts?
Burned hands, Captain. But the doctor says in a few days she'll be able to travel.
In a few days. Mm-hmm. Mr. Syberts, this is an order. For the next few days, no dry sticks for Miss Gussie. Now move out.
Fort Laramie, is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and stars Raymond Burr as Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry, with Vic Perrin as Sergeant Gorse. The script was specially written for Fort Laramie by Kathleen Height, with sound patterns by Bill James and Tom Henley. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Featured in the cast were Howard McNear, Virginia Gregg, Parley Bear, Shirley Mitchell, and John Daner. Jack Moyles is Major Daggett, and Harry Bartell is Lieutenant Seiberts.
Company, tension! Dismiss.
Next week, another transcribed story of the Northwest frontier and the troopers who fought under Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is no signature on a Valentine. Not that our danger-loving insurance investigator is opposed to romance. It's just that the detective's profession calls for a pragmatic approach to life if he wants to go on living. That's why, no matter how lovely a lady may be, and no matter how attracted to her Johnny Dollar may be, solving the particular case he's working on always takes precedence over sentiment. The case he's working on now calls for courage as well as caution, and it's a baffling mystery thriller you'll enjoy following clue by clue as you listen to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, Monday through Friday evening on most of the same CBS radio stations.
The regular crew there of supporting cast in this episode of Fort Laramie from Sunday, July 29, 1956. We'll have Gunsmoke coming up in a few minutes, but first we'll take a look at the news headlines from this date 70 years ago.
I'm Ed Asner for the American Cancer Society. You don't need me to tell you that smoking is bad for your health, or to tell you how many people die from lung cancer. But I do want you to know that 53 million people like me are going to quit cigarettes for a day during the Great American Smokeout. I've been smoking 30 years, and I know if I can quit for one day, maybe, just maybe, I can quit for good. Remember, the Great American Smokeout, November 16th.
All right, we just listened to Fort Laramie, and we're going to hear Gunsmoke in a few moments here from 70 years ago, July 29, 1956. Here's a look at some of the news headlines from that date, 70 years ago today. They'll be shooting up on Firetop Mountain Wednesday. It won't be the Hatfields and the Cloys. The sheriff has been expecting the shooting for nigh on to a year now. It's time of year when old muzzle-loaded rifles are lifted from the deer horn racks, oiled, and carried to Firetop for the annual Cataloochee Beef Shoot. Last year, more than 1,000 persons, watched 150 marksmen of all ages draw a bead on the charred target. Most of the shooters, including a few foreigners, got down on a bar skin and rested their shooting arms over a hickory log. Beef Shoot gets its name from the fact that prize quarters of beef offered as prizes to the winners in 4 age divisions. 5th division doesn't consider age. It's for women only. Acting Secretary of State Herbert Hoover Jr. called Egypt's ambassador to his office yesterday, told him in blunt terms the U.S. is fed up with Egypt's President Nasser's intemperate insults. The ambassador, Ahmed Hussein, replied that he could not accept the protest. Hoover told Hussein the U.S. was shocked by the many intemperate, inaccurate, and misleading statements made about this company by Nasser during the past few days. He referred specifically to a speech Nasser delivered in Alexandria, Virginia on Thursday. In that speech, Nasser announced seizure of the Suez Canal and delivered a blistering attack against the U.S. and Britain for refusing to help Egypt finance the proposed Aswan Dam. Britain slammed the bank door on Egyptian cash and assets in London shut and set up a three-power conference with the U.S. and France on further steps to deal with Nasser's grab of the Suez Canal. Britain's first answer to Nasser's nationalization of the waterway was to freeze all assets of the Suez Canal Company in the UK and all Egyptian cash and assets, public and private. The move a powerful blow aimed at Egypt's foreign trade. The U.S. today published a new Russian magazine, America, designed to tell people behind the Iron Curtain what it's like in this country. 64-page first issue, lavishly illustrated with color photographs, added up to a message that this is a great and growing middle-class nation in which extremes of rich and poor people are vanishing. Millions of people, the magazine indicated, enjoy rising standards of living, leisure time for vacations, and money for cars and culture. A special Senate committee mapped the first steps of a study to find out if changes in Russia's Cold War tactics warrant a shift in U.S. foreign aid policies. The group, headed by the Democrat senator from Rhode Island, Theodore Francis Green, held its first meeting less than 11 hours after Congress adjourned. It drafted tentative plans for the next 6 months. The U.S. Steel Workers of America and major steel companies began hammering out local issues which must be settled before 650,000 strikers return to their jobs. Negotiators hope to have the men back at their jobs Monday. If they succeed, the fourth longest and costliest steel strike in the nation's history will be over. In a couple of items from Hollywood, Rita Hayworth must be the despair of the dress designers and fashion authorities in Fire Down Below. Her wardrobe for the picture can be stuffed into a suitcase. 3 dresses and 4 blouse and skirt combinations. Meanwhile, the Academy Award-winning designer Edith Head, who has done the glamorous wardrobe work for a host of feminine stars, commissioned to outfit Burt Lancaster, playing the part of a confidence man in The Rainmaker. She came up with such items as a black hat with gay feathers, a shirt with exploding stars, a red neckerchief, a silver belt, and colorful trousers. Those some of the news stories from the newspapers of Sunday, July 29th, 1956. On your radio, coming up next, will be Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad.
Let's look ahead to 1966, and there you are in your beautiful new home. You've got automatic gadgets everywhere. There's a sparkling new dream car in your garage. The youngsters are in a fine college. All's right with the world. Is this just an idle dream? No, this is a real future that you can start building right now. A secure, carefree, prosperous future built with the United States savings bonds. In 10 years, you will get back $4 for every $3 you've invested. Join the payroll savings plan where you work or buy bonds where you bank. Start in 1956 to make 1966 the beginning of the golden years.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox by staying with that Sunday, 70 years ago, July 29th, 1956. And at 6 o'clock on Gunsmoke, 6:30, we had on CBS, we had Gunsmoke. And this episode entitled Lost Rifle.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield. Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed, thanks to Accuray. They satisfy the most.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. starring William Conrad. The transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
Hey, Tipple, move that horse you're in over so I can get mine in there.
This hitch rack's pretty crowded, Ferris. Can't you tie up someplace else?
I said move him over.
Here, now, don't do that.
No?
You hit my horse again, I'll shoot you, Paris.
You won't do nothing.
What's the matter with you? You drunk?
You got a complaint about something, Tipple?
Yeah, Paris, I got a complaint.
Go ahead, Tipple, I'm waiting.
All right, hold it there, you men.
You stay out of this, Marshal.
Not likely.
Now, look here, Marshal. I know you're a friend of Tipple's, but I don't know as I like you're protecting him this hard.
I'm not protecting anybody, Paris. I'm stopping a gunfight. Now, you get moving.
I'll meet you any time, Paris.
You shut up.
We'll meet right enough when you ain't got your nursemaid around.
Why'd you stop it, Matt? He had it coming to him.
You're pretty hot-tempered, aren't you, Ben?
Did you see what he done?
That's no reason to shoot a man, and you know it.
An ordinary man, no, but that Paris has been looking for trouble for a long time.
I know what he's like. But you keep away from him, Ben.
It's bound to happen, Matt, sooner or later, and I don't hide from no man. You know me well enough for that.
This doggone old river's awful high for this time of year, ain't it, Mr. Dillon?
They must have been having some big rains up in Colorado.
Oh, now that's where I'd like to be. Up in them tall, cool mountains.
Yeah?
My, just think of laying on your back up there in the deep grass, drinking snow water and eating trout, and listening to all them pretty birds singing away.
We'll miss you, Chester.
Oh, I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, look on the bank there.
Some fellow fishing. He must have fell asleep.
He isn't asleep, Chester.
No, sir. I don't believe he is. Why, that's Frank Parrish, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah. Shot in the back.
Well, that's terrible. There's his pole. By golly, he was sitting here fishing and somebody sneaked up and shot him. Oh, that's a mean way to die.
We'll get a wagon and carry him back to Dodge.
All right.
Get on, Chester.
What? I can't see nobody.
All right, come out of there. You can't get both of us. Come out or we'll start shooting.
Don't shoot, Marshal. I'm coming.
What?
Why, it's only a kid. It's Andy Spangler.
Andy, what are you doing out here?
Nothing, Marshal. I was going to go fishing, but I lost my line.
Well, why were you hiding in the brush there?
Him. I heard a shot some time ago, and I come looking around, and I found him laying there. And I got scared when I heard you ride up, so I hid.
You didn't see anybody?
No, I didn't see nothing. Whoever did it was gone.
Oh, my goodness, Mr. Dillon.
What is it, Chester?
Well, the way Frank and Ben Tipple was carrying on, you don't suppose Ben could have did it, do you? I know he's a good friend of yours and all.
Never mind, Chester. Well, let's get back to town. Come on, Andy. You can ride behind me.
That whistling man, Bobby Haggart, really started something. Tonight, the Calypso Boys join in. Ready, amigos?
Packs more pleasure, packs more pleasure. Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
It stands to reason a cigarette made better and packed better smokes better, tastes better. And Chesterfield is more perfectly packed by Accuray. This electronic miracle removes human error in cigarette manufacture. So Accuray Chesterfield is firm and pleasing to the lips, mild yet deeply satisfying. Yes, Chesterfield gives you something no other cigarette can give you.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
To the touch, to the taste, Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. By Chesterfield, mild, yet they satisfy the most.
Hello, Ben.
Why, Matt. Come in. I was about to take a little nap. Now it's cooled off some.
Ben, you heard what happened to Frank Paris yesterday?
Yeah, I heard.
Well?
Are you asking me if I did it, Matt?
Most everybody in Dodge thinks you did.
And what do you think?
Well, I've been telling everybody I've known Ben Tipple a long time, and that he's hot-tempered, and that Frank Paris has been prodding him every chance he had. But the Paris didn't even have his gun out. Besides, he was shot in the back.
Mm-hmm. What are people saying to that?
They're saying you're a friend of mine. They think that's why I haven't arrested you.
Well, is it?
I'd go after my own brother if I thought he murdered a man, Ben.
Happened yesterday morning sometime, didn't it, Matt?
Yeah, that's right.
I got no alibi for then. I wasn't with nobody.
Yeah, that's too bad. It would have helped.
I might have shot Frank Paris someday, Matt, but never in the back.
I know that, Ben. But until I find out who did it, you better lay low.
Just look at this place, Matt.
Oh, what's wrong, Kitty?
Well, it may be the biggest saloon in Dodge, but it's sure the emptiest.
Oh, you're getting greedy, Kitty.
And it's about time. I'm sure not getting younger.
You're going to be able to retire before you're 30.
Why not?
Well, I'm glad somebody's getting rich around here. Law sure isn't.
No. But the law keeps busy.
What?
Joe Spangler and his pa. I think he's looking for you, Matt.
Oh.
Evening, Miss Kitty.
Evening.
I want to talk to you, Marshal.
Go ahead, Spangler.
I want to know why you ain't got Ben Tipple in jail.
Frank Paris was a friend of yours, wasn't he?
That don't matter.
And it doesn't matter that Ben Tipple's a friend of mine. He didn't do it, Spangler.
There's a lot of people think he did, Marshal.
You have any proof?
Well, my boy Andy, I think he saw Tipple out there. and I'll get it out of him. I whipped him once already.
Look, Spangler, your boy'd have told me if he'd seen anybody. Why would he try to protect Ben Tipple?
Scared.
Scared of what?
You? What you might do to him if he talked?
Now, just a minute, Spangler.
And he's gonna talk before I'm through.
You get out of here. You're making me mad.
Well, no, I didn't aim to do that, Marshal. All I wanted is to get you to do your job before somebody has to do it for you.
Easy, Matt.
Yeah. I ought to take him apart.
Well, that wouldn't help.
It'd make me feel better.
You'll be all right. Soon you find out who did kill Paris.
How am I going to find that out, Kitty? With all this going on, he's as safe as a bear in a hickory tree.
Well, looks to me like you're going to have a busy day today, man.
I am? Why, Doc?
Well, I don't know. Now, maybe it's because you did so little yesterday.
Do I owe you some money or something, Doc?
Oh, no. You're all paid up, but, you know, man, I've been thinking.
How much you want, Doc?
Oh, $10 to do it.
Yeah. Here you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Sure, Doc. Just pay it back by Friday, that's all.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You think I was merely asking for a loan?
You have your own way of doing things, Doc.
So's he.
What?
Look, that filthy Spangler. He's cuffing his boy around again.
No, Pa, don't.
I've had about enough of his ways.
I warned you, boy. I warned you what you did.
No, don't, Pa. I didn't mean to do it.
You won't learn, will you?
All right, that's enough, Spangler.
What? Yeah, you just get out of here, Marshal. You ain't interfering in this.
Let the boy go, Spangler.
Let him go.
I said that's enough. Andy, you stand over here. He won't hit you again.
I didn't mean to do it. I told him I didn't.
What did you do, Andy?
I lost his rifle. I borrowed it to go hunting, and I flew across the river, and I lost it.
I ought to kill you, Marshal.
Don't try it, Spangler. Now, come on, get on your feet.
What right you got coming between the man and his boy?
None, I guess, but I took it anyway.
That kid ought to be in jail stealing like he does.
He wasn't stealing.
It ain't none of your business, Marshal. And I ain't gonna talk to you about it. Andy, I'll see to you later.
You beat him again, and I'll throw you in jail.
He won't beat me because I ain't going home. Not ever.
Now, what'll your mother think, Andy?
I got no mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot, Andy.
And he hates me.
Look, Andy, if things get bad, you come see me, huh? Anytime. Will you do that?
Maybe.
And don't let your pa make you say anything that isn't true, Andy. You don't have to. You understand? Yeah. All right. Now, you just remember, you can come see me anytime.
Where are you listening to Gunsmoke? In your favorite easy chair? Or out driving? Oh, there you are. In the kitchen. Say, you want to make whatever you're doing more enjoyable? Have a Chesterfield. Enjoy Chesterfield's better taste and mildness. It stands to reason a cigarette made better and packed better, smokes better, tastes better. And Chesterfield is more perfectly packed by Accuray. This electronic miracle removes human error in cigarette manufacture. So Accuray Chesterfield is firm and pleasing to the lips, mild yet deeply satisfying, Yes, Chesterfield gives you something no other cigarette can give you.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
To the touch, to the taste, Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. Buy Chesterfield. Mild, yet they satisfy the most.
Ain't this a pretty night, Mr. Dillon? Look at all them stars up there just a-shining away.
Yeah. And look at all those lights in the saloons just shining away.
You ain't much of a nature lover, are you?
Not while I got work to do, Chester.
What work?
Well, for the next few hours, I gotta walk around and try to make sure nobody's gonna get cheated or get too drunk or get killed, maybe.
You're right. Sometimes that can turn into what... Well, looky there. It's Andy. Now, what's he up to?
Marshal Dillon,
Yeah, what's the trouble, Andy?
they're in that alley right back there. Come on, hurry, come on.
Well, who's in the alley?
Pa and Ben Tipple. Pa's got him cornered.
What?
Pa's got the drop on him. He hid out in there and waited for him to come by.
But how do you know? What were you doing there?
I thought Pa was after me, but he's going to shoot Ben Tipple. I know he is.
Well, maybe I can stop him, Andy.
I hope so, but I don't know how.
All right, let's slow down here. You wait here with Chester, Andy. I'm gonna go in there alone.
I'm sick of arguing, you Tipple. Might as well admit it, and you know it.
I wouldn't have minded shooting Frank Parrish, but not in the back. Not even him.
I guess I'm going to have to kill you.
You'll die yourself if you pull that trigger, Spangler.
Marshal.
Now, you drop that gun.
No. He killed Frank Parrish, and I'm going to shoot him if I die for it myself.
Don't be a fool.
He's got my gun, Matt.
Just stand steady, Ben.
Marshal,
Get back, Andy.
I've got to tell you something.
He slipped away from him, Mr. Dillon.
It's terribly important.
Help me keep an eye on Spangler, Chester.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, what is it, Andy? Hurry up.
Bend over, I got to whisper.
What?
What's going on there?
Never mind. You got two men who'll shoot you now, Spangler, and you better not try nothing.
I'm getting mighty tired of this. What's that kid doing here anyway?
Well, he didn't come here to murder nobody like his pa did.
Ben Tipple's the murderer, not me.
No, he isn't, Spangler. Tipple didn't shoot Frank Parrish.
You said that before, Marshal.
Andy did it.
Andy?
He just told me.
What are you saying?
It was an accident. He saw something move, and he thought it was an animal, so he fired at it.
I don't believe it.
The day he took your rifle. When he found he'd shot Parrish, he got scared and threw the rifle into the river. You tell him, Andy.
It's true. I was too scared to tell anybody before.
All right. You heard him, Spangler. Now put up that gun.
I don't believe him. He's lying. You stay where you are, Marshal.
Put up your gun, I said.
Not hardly.
You killed him, Matt.
He almost killed me, Ben. Andy, I'm sorry about your paw. But you go with Chester now, huh?
He wasn't my pa.
What?
My real pa died a long time ago. My ma told me about it when she made me change my name.
Oh.
I guess that's why he never did like me much. Beat me all the time.
Yeah.
Marshal,
What, Andy?
when are you going to hang me?
Hang you?
For shooting Mr. Parrish.
Is that what you've been thinking?
I admitted doing it, didn't I?
It was an accident, Andy. Nobody's going to hang you. Ben.
What, Matt?
He's a mighty brave boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure is. Why, he spoke up just now to save my life, thinking he'd be hung for it, didn't he? Andy, how'd you like to come home with me? I got a place for a boy like you.
You mean that?
I sure do.
Marshal, you believe me? You think he means it?
Yeah, Andy. I think he means it.
In a moment, our star, William Conrad.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
A cigarette made better and packed better, smokes better, tastes better. And Chesterfield is more perfectly packed by Accuray. This electronic miracle removes human error in cigarette manufacture. So Accuray Chesterfield is firm and pleasing to the lips. Chesterfield, mild, yet they satisfy the most.
You know, along the frontier, whether because of Indians, a gunman's bullet, or lack of water, death was always near at hand. But next week, it's a girl who causes the death of 4 men. And that was the West. Good night.
Gunsmoke, produced and directed by Norman MacDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Our story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. Featured in the cast were John Daner, Vic Perrin, Richard Beals, and Jack Crucian. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty.
Live modern. Smoke L&M.
Live modern. Change to L&M.
Live modern. Smoke L&M. Only with L&M can you enjoy the full, exciting flavor of today's finest tobaccos. No other cigarette, plain or filter, gives you the full, exciting flavor you get through the pure white Miracle Tip. So light up, free up, let your taste come alive. Live modern. Smoke L&M.
Join us again next week for another specially transcribed story on Gunsmoke.
Sunday night, 6:30 on July 27th, 1956, Gunsmoke here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up tomorrow on our Thursday podcast, I Was a Communist for the FBI, Boston Blackie, Jeff Regan Investigator, and The Man Called X. On Friday, we'll have another episode of Gunsmoke along with Have Gun Will Travel, yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Reimer Collection Matter, all three from 1960, and we'll have a 1953 edition of Frontier Town. Coming up on Saturday, we will have the Chase and Sanborn Hour, A Date with Judy, and Romance. On Sunday, Brian Donlevy with A Dangerous Assignment, Confession, and episodes of Gunsmoke and Have Gun Will Travel. On Monday, the CBS Radio Workshop production of Subways Are for Sleeping. If you have never heard this program, it was based on a Harper's Magazine article and talked about a man who was homeless by choice. And the thing is, generally, you wouldn't have known. Also on Monday, we'll have episodes of Frontier Gentlemen starring John Daner, William Gargan as Barry Craig Confidential Investigator, and the 1950 summer series Somebody Knows. On Tuesday, we'll have Dragnet, Escape, Casey Crime Photographer, and Dimension X. A week from today, we will have, in addition to Gunsmoke in Fort Laramie, we'll have Uncle Milty, Milton Berle from 1947, and Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. That's the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up next, we'll move to a Saturday, and that is July 29th, 1950, for Joel McCrea in Tales of the Texas Rangers. That's next.
The Ready Marine Corps Reserve wants a few good men to help keep the peace. Men who will do more than wish for it. Men who will work for it. Men who want to see their children grow up in an age of peace. As a Marine Reservist, you'll be ready. You'll be a peacekeeper.
It's a show that a lot of people consider Dragnet moved out west. Joel McCrea's Tales of the Texas Rangers. This particular episode, based on a true story from June of 1948, and not only, like I said, it is Dragnet of the West, using modern criminology techniques. And this program with Joel McCrea goes back 76 years, July 29th, 1950.
Wheaties presents Joel McCrea in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties big parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles, and 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, the Trigger Men.
At 9 o'clock on the evening of May 27, 1947, Jasper Leach, operator of an independent service station in Ada, Oklahoma, was preparing to shut down for the night. Suddenly, two men in a green convertible pulled into the service island of his station.
Close for the night, fellas. Pumps are all locked.
We gotta get some gas.
All-night place on the highway south, mister. Big station. You're heading that way.
I don't like big stations. We're gassing up right here. I got a tire you can fix.
Now, look, I told you I'm close for the night.
Hey, stop the chatter, will you?
You heard him, Hick. Now get moving, or I'll put a slug in you.
All right, mister. I ain't arguing with a gun.
Hey, get that pump going. Make them fill a couple extra 5-gallon cans, Pat.
All right, Joe. Stop playing Napoleon and get that flat spur out if you're so hot for action.
Okay, but let's shake it up, eh?
Well, come on, Hayseed. Get with the pump.
Keys are in the office.
Well, let's get them. And while we're in here, you might as well open the safe.
I don't know the combination.
Yeah? Oh! I said open it, you hick.
All right, mister, I'll open it. But you ain't getting away with this. Not by a dang sight.
We'll talk that over later. Just you and me, Hick. Just you and me.
KDX-8, all units. KDX-8, all units.
Oklahoma State Police advised that about 9 p.m. of 5/27, gas station attendant at Ada, Oklahoma was robbed and beaten to death with tire iron. Subjects tentatively identified as number 1, Joe Gordon, average size, eyes blue, hair blonde, complexion fair. Number 2, Tiny Gordon, 6'3", peculiar walk, pigeon-toed, same coloring as brother. Subjects now believed to be in Texas en route to Mexican border. Wanted 6 states and FBI for murder, bank robbery, narcotics, other charges. Use caution, these men are dangerous. KDXA Austin.
Tales of the Texas Rangers will continue in just a moment.
Get up and get at 'em with Wheaties. Yup, for folks up and doing, for folks going places, breakfast of champions. Sure, begin a better breakfast with Wheaties tomorrow and see if you don't feel the difference all morning long. Here's why. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. You got it? There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's why Wheaties can give so much. Energy? You bet, whole wheat energy. Vitamins and minerals? You bet, and protein, too. That's why Wheaties at 7 can make a difference at 11. There's energy in them thar flakes. You try 'em tomorrow morning. Make yours Wheaties. Pour on the milk, put on the fruit, and eat happy. Yes, and work happy. Tomorrow, see for yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. Breakfast of champions. Breakfast for you.
There were no further signs of the Gordon brothers on the night of May 27th. But on the morning of the 28th, Captain Stinson of the Texas Rangers received a report that looked like a lead and immediately sent for Ranger Jace Pearson.
You send for me, Captain?
Yeah, Jace. I want you to get right over to the General Hospital in Palo Pinto County. Been a double shooting. Deputy Sheriff and his son.
Where'd it happen?
Near Mineral Wells, but check the hospital first. Shooting took place during the night. Rancher found the men this morning.
Mineral Wells, that's on the road south from Ada, Oklahoma. You think it might have been the Gordon brothers?
It smells like them. They were headed south, according to all previous reports. I figure they're making their run for the border, and they'll kill anybody who tries to stop them.
Sure looks that way.
The deputy never saw who gunned him, Jace. If he can talk, get all the information you can. And if it looks like the Gordons, stay with it all the way. We don't want them to get across the border.
I understand.
Judging by their past movements, they steal cars and dump them for new ones at regular intervals before they get too hot. So don't pin too much on any car descriptions.
I won't. I'll see you later.
Oh, Jace.
Yeah?
You get anything hot, report it by phone. If I have anything for you, I'll have the radio dispatcher tell you to call in. The men we're after might have a shortwave set.
Right, Captain.
One thing more, Jace. This department hasn't lost a man in a long time. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be the one to spoil the record. I checked my car out and headed for Palo Pinto County. I reached the hospital at 9:45 a.m. and saw the doctor in charge.
He'll pull through, I think, but his condition is critical. Shot 3 times through the back. One of the bullets is lodged in his spine.
Which room's he in?
I'll show you.
Deputy's son hurt bad, too?
Too bad, Ranger. Dead on arrival.
He know it?
Yep, he knows. Be better if you could wait.
I wish I could. I can't.
I understand. He's in here.
The deputy was lying on his stomach, a dazed look on his face like he was remembering something over and over, but still couldn't believe it. I knelt on the floor beside him so he could see me while he was telling me what happened.
You see, my boy built himself one of them hot rod cars out of an old chassis and spare parts. You know youngsters.
Yeah.
I broke down on him last night. Fooled with it and couldn't get it to start. Called up home about midnight. Tell me and his ma why I was out so late.
Sure.
I drove out in my car and meet him where he called from, up at Salesville. We both fooled around with his car some, but wasn't fixing to go at all.
Here. Here, sip a little water through this glass straw. Better?
Thank you.
You couldn't get the car started?
Yeah. So finally I told the kid to come on home. And we'd get it taken care of today. Reckon that don't matter none now.
What happened on the way home?
We passed the carpet place. Big place. He raises silkworms.
Here, let me fix that pillow for you a bit.
Thank you. Worms feed off in the leaves of the mulberry trees. We was passing the grove, Carver's mulberries. I spotted a fire, little campfire like deep in the grove, almost out of sight.
I see.
Thought I'd better stop, have a look. The kid, he wanted to get out of the car with me. I don't know why I let him, but I had no way of knowing.
Oh, of course, you couldn't know.
We walked in. I guess they heard us coming. One of them kicked at the fire. I saw his shadow. That's all. I yelled at him to stand where they was, and they started blasting.
Go on.
I turned, pushed the kid down. Something hit me in the back. I went out. When I came to, my kid was lying there, just a couple of feet from me. 15 years old.
All right. Don't try to talk anymore.
Get him for me, Ranger. Please get him. Me and my kid.
I left the hospital and headed for the Carveth Ranch outside Mineral Wells. Big Jim Carveth, the owner of the place, took me into the mulberry grove where the deputy and his boy had been gunned.
Well, this is the spot. Sheriff's combed it over pretty complete, though.
Had their fire right over here.
What are you digging out of them ashes?
Fire wasn't burning long. Started it with a road map and an envelope. A little corner of the envelope not quite burned. I can just make out the stamp.
Huh?
It's Mexican. Maybe our lab can make out the postmark.
Out of that charred hunk?
Yeah. If I can slide it into this fresh envelope without breaking it up too much.
You fellas sure can figure a lot from a little, I reckon.
Sometimes. When they left, they went through there toward the road.
How do you know that?
Here's the mark where the fire was kicked. Steps from it move that way.
It might have been the sheriff and his men.
Not in low-heel Eastern boots. See the impressions?
Oh.
One set, same as yours or mine, except for the difference in boots. The other set scuffs in at the toes. Man who made those is pigeon-toed.
Well, you sound like you could draw a picture of them.
I could now. Let's see where these prints lead. They led to the road, or almost to the road. Just at the edge of the grove were tire markings where a car had been backed into the mulberries to screen it from sight.
Yeah, this is it, all right. Can see where it scraped the branches.
Did more than scrape them. And this one's been torn off. The part that got torn off isn't on the ground. Low branch, too.
Oh, that means something?
From the tire marks and the height of the branch, it means the baggage compartment of the car was open and then closed down on the end of the branch. See, it snapped off when the car moved.
You sound like that's worth knowing.
It might be worth plenty if the highway patrol turns up an abandoned car with a piece of mulberry branch caught on it. I drove back to headquarters and turned the charred envelope over to the lab. Then I went in and reported to Captain Stinson.
Sounds like the Gordon brothers, all right.
I'd bet on it. And if they're in the habit of ditching their cars, we better check on all the stolen and abandoned. We find the car, we'll know which way they're headed.
I'll send out a bulletin on it. What did Lab say about the envelope?
Burned pretty bad, Captain, but they think they can restore it. Take time, though.
And if they can bring out that Mexican postmark, it might tell us where the Gordons plan to cross the border.
That's what I was thinking. They won't go through a regular border station. It'll be an illegal crossing. And they'll probably have a hideaway arranged on the other side.
Yeah, probably other members of the Crawford gang.
I figure they'll try to make it before tomorrow morning. They'll be making their big run tonight.
Well, head south, Jace, toward the border. We'll relay all information to you as it comes up.
I'd better get charcoal out of the barn and hitch up my horse trailer.
That's a good idea. Wherever they try to cross, it's a cinch it won't be good territory for a car.
The border stations are covered, though, aren't they, in case they do try a legal crossing?
Now, their mugs are hanging in every customs house from Brownsville to El Paso. FBI has given them extra cover. And the Mexican police are helping, too.
I better get going then. So long, Captain.
So long, Jace. And good luck.
I loaded charcoal into the horse trailer and headed south, aiming for the center of the border near Valverde County so I could change my direction fast either way. I kept a lead foot on the gas pedal. Towards sundown, I was just outside El Dorado when the radio dispatcher came through telling me to call headquarters. I got Captain Stinson on long distance.
That Mulberry branch is paying off, Jace. Abandoned car with a piece of it caught in the trunk has just been found in Fort Stockton, Pecos County.
How long ago?
Less than 15 minutes. And the motor was still warm. Highway Patrol is throwing up roadblocks at all points, south and west. They can't be far out of Stockton.
Must be planning to try a border crossing in Presidio or Brewster County then. Any report on that burned envelope?
Still working on it, Jace. You better head for Fort Stockton. If they do get past our block, they're within 90 miles of the border.
I'll do my best, Captain. So long.
Well, it's another baseball summer with ball fans all over the country watching their favorites and baseball champions all over the major leagues eating their Wheaties. Yup, and do they eat their Wheaties? The Philadelphia Phillies, Ashburn and Ennis. The Cleveland Indians, Lemon and Boudreaux. Stan Musial of the St. Louis Cards. George Kell of the Detroit Tigers. Pee Wee Reese of the Dodgers. They're all getting their Wheaties, breakfast of champions. And you know, so are a lot of other smart people. Folks who want high-stepping energy to stride through their mornings high, wide, and handsome. They're getting Wheaties, too. Are you? Well, listen. You may not play ball for a living, but you can use Wheaties energy. You can use Wheaties vitamins, minerals, and protein. You can use breakfast of champions, too. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. A whole golden kernel rolled out flat and toasted. Yes, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's why Wheaties can do so much and help send you through the morning on high. That's why Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. You have some. Wheaties, the crisp way to get your whole wheat. Tomorrow morning, make yours milk and fruit and Wheaties. Breakfast of champions. See for yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
I started for the roadblock area in Pecos County, but I never got there. I was still 50 miles away when headquarters radioed me to contact them by phone. Had a feeling the news wasn't going to be good, and it wasn't.
We can forget about Pecos County, Jace. The Gordons broke through our roadblock.
Where?
Back road near Hovey. They turned a Tommy gun on the highway patrol and a sheriff's car.
Kill anybody?
2, and 2 more badly wounded. The men were just found when they didn't answer a radio call. Happened 2 hours ago.
Then the Gordons could be at the border by now.
The wildest part of it, Jace. And you'll have to guess what... Just a second. I didn't pay for it. Okay, thanks. Here it is, Jace. Lab report on the burned envelope.
Where was it mailed from?
Faquias, right across the Rio Grande from the Santiago Mountains. That country's murder.
Worse for them than for us. River swollen by spring rains. They'll need a boat to cross.
County sheriff can beat through the mountains with posses. 10 miles each side.
I'll get as close as I can by car, and then Charcoal and I'll ride in. If the posse will corner them, we'll have them.
You're the closest ranger unit, Jace. But those men are dangerous. You want to wait for some help?
No time for waiting. Now's the time for getting them. You'll hear from me. In the south of Brewster County, the world comes to an end. I drove as far as I could and met one wing of the sheriff's posse where Maravillas Creek runs into the Rio Grande. Any sign of them, Sheriff?
Nope. Got men working in from the other side of the mountains, though.
I'll get my horse and ride in with you a ways. Then we can split and fan out.
Good. Mighty fine horse, Ranger.
The best. Come on, Charco. Hey, which of your men knows this section best?
Jaime Sanchez, I reckon.
I'd like him to ride with me when we split.
Oh, he'd be proud to. Sanchez!
Hey, you
You want me for something, Sheriff?
Ranger wants you to ride with him.
That's good with me.
Thanks, Sanchez. You got any signal arranged with the rest of your posse?
3 shots. 2 seconds between each one.
Good. Well, let's ride.
All right, men. Mount up.
We'll follow the river, and then you can drop off in pairs and head in toward the peak. The sheriff will pair you off. If you hit ground too rough for your horses, tie them off and move through on foot.
All got that?
All right, let's move.
Come on, get
We moved along the river, closing the circle and hoping that Joe and Tiny Gordon were inside of it. The country got rougher, and no horse could have taken it without the light of the moon. Posse paired off and thinned out. Finally, the sheriff and his last deputy turned off, and Sanchez and I went on alone. How far are we from Boquilla, Sanchez?
About 5 miles, senor, and we'll be right across the Rio.
We better turn toward the peak, then.
We can't go in very far in the horses. Maybe we should leave them right here. Easier to find again.
You're probably right. Whoa, boy.
Oh.
Tie him off over here.
See? There are some cabins up here in the mountains, but the men we are after wouldn't know about them.
What kind of cabins?
Old hunters' cabins from long ago when there was good hunting. But most of the game is gone. Nobody lives in them anymore.
No, but the Gordons might know about them anyhow.
You said they do not know this country.
Yeah, they could have been told. They're meeting somebody in Mexico. Some of their gang might have come through here before. That's why they picked this spot.
They're in such a hurry, though, I don't think they would stop.
Yeah, they would if the big boy got tired.
The big boy?
Yeah, Tiny Gordon. He's pigeon-toed. Something wrong with his feet. He's big and heavy and carrying a lot of weight. He's going to slow down in this country.
I think you're right, Ranger Pearson. He ain't got good feet. He slowed down plenty in here.
The cabins in the territory we're covering?
See, 2 of them.
Well, let's take a look.
See, the first one is right up this way to the left, about 2 miles in.
Doesn't seem to be anybody in there.
No. Well, maybe they're just waiting there.
Soon find out. Stay clear of the doorway and keep your gun ready while I go in.
See, but you better have your guns ready, too.
Don't worry. I got 'em. Watch it. Nobody here. Come in. Lamp here. I'll light it.
Something wrong with the lamp, senor?
No, but I don't think I'll light it after all. Use your flashlight instead.
See? There.
Feel the glass. The lamp chimney.
It's warm, senor.
Used less than half an hour ago. Could any of the posse have reached here before us?
I don't see how. They all turn in further back.
I mean the group working in from the other side.
No, they came all the way from Hot Springs, further than where we start. That's where the sheriff's deputy went to get them.
Flash your light around a little.
See?
Wait, turned on that chair again.
See?
Look. Dust wiped off it. Somebody sitting there not long ago, that scraped spot on the floor. Sat with his legs straight out. That scraping was done by his heels.
See, you have a good eye.
I think I'll sit down there and stretch my legs. My heels reach those marks?
No, not quite so far. But why do you do that?
Because I'm 6 feet tall. The man that sat in that chair is taller. Tiny Gordon is 6'3". Come on. Look around, see which way they headed.
See. I think this way, Ranger Pearson.
Why? What'd you find?
Somebody step on this dead log, take off a piece of the bark.
Yeah. And prints there, too. Here, flash your light.
See? Here.
2 sets. One of them with the toes turning in. Now throw the light that way.
See, that bush.
First one through here held the branch back for the other to pass. Knocked off a few berries. Crushed them on the ground.
He's still wet from the juice.
We got the direction now. Let's move. You better put that light on.
They headed for the Rio, all right. Shouldn't we fire the gun now, the signal for the posse?
No, we're too close. Gordons might hear it, too. Probably think they're safe in here. They don't know we've got a postmark. Better chance of getting them cold if they don't know.
See. You think they're going to fight if we catch them?
With murder charges in a couple of states, they got nothing to lose. They'll fight plenty. They left a trail all the way, easy to follow even by moonlight. Got fresher as we moved along and saw more and more spots where Tiny Gordon had stopped to rest, and the pace spots where Joe Gordon had moved around restlessly waiting for him. It wasn't long before we could hear the lapping of the Rio Grande as the foothills dipped down toward it. And then we heard them, moving and talking in the reeds at the edge of the river.
All right, take it easy, man. How do you know? How do you know they got our letter? They expected us last night.
Let's try again. I know we ain't moving on a time schedule.
Suppose they don't come. Be light in a couple of hours.
So we'll go back to that cabin and hole up again until tomorrow night. Besides, who's going to see us here?
Oh, maybe an Indian or something. I don't know who's liable to be tramping around. What are you, Daniel Boone or something?
Nah, dry up.
Don't you tell me to dry up, you little punk.
Tiny.
We figured that right. They're expecting a pickup from the Mexican side.
See, good thing the boat does not come
brought
yet.
those Tommy guns with us.
You're lucky you could carry a .45. You tried to carry a Tommy gun the way you were flopping around in there, you'd have killed yourself and me too.
I might kill you someday, Joe, shooting your mouth off.
Go on, try it. I'll blow your brains
Why,
out.
you want to punch in the jaw, Joe?
Try it.
Well, they got 45s, but so have we. See? Let's move in and take them. We slipped down to the edge of the reeds. I tapped Sanchez to move off about 30 yards so they'd have to come between us if they made a break away from the river. We couldn't see them in the reeds, but they couldn't see us either. Sanchez reached his position, and then I straightened up.
Tiny! Joe!
Who's that?
Get up, Tiny!
I'm a Texas Ranger. There's a posse of 20 men in the hills. You're surrounded. Will you come out? That won't do you any good.
This way, Tiny!
Open up, Sanchez!
Don't get through here!
That's a posse signal, Tiny. They'll all be heading this way.
You won't be here to meet them! Late gun!
What's the matter, Tiny? Your gun empty?
Mine isn't, Captain!
Hey! How'd you fellas ever kill anybody? You don't even come close.
Where are you, you hicks? I'll kill all of you, you stinking hicks! I'm over here, senor! Oh, yeah?
The rest of the posse will be here soon. It'll be daylight. We'll starve you out or burn you out. You're hogtied. You better give up while you can.
I ain't giving up. I'll take a lot of you hicks with me. Come on, Joe.
Hey, Lydian, bring them this way, son.
Joe! 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 You dirty!
You had your chance, Tiny.
You dirty!
All right, Sanchez.
You got it, senor.
Guess this job is almost finished.
Almost finished. They look like they finished good.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the Crawford gang are from across the river. We'll have a nice surprise for them if they come over in their boat. Posse will be here soon, and we may be able to take them by surprise.
Easier than these two, senor. You know, I don't think they like us very much.
I saw what they did to a deputy sheriff and his kid. I didn't like the Gordon brothers very much either.
2 hours later, other members of the Crawford gang were surprised and captured without resistance when they crossed the Rio Grande to keep their rendezvous with the Gordon brothers. They were turned over to federal authorities to stand trial for their crimes.
Well, partner, whether you're riding the Texas prairie or smelting steel in Pittsburgh, first you need your Wheaties. Yep, breakfast of champions for folks with big things to do. It's a brighter morning and a better job when you begin a good breakfast with Wheaties. And here's why. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Yes, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's why Wheaties can give so much. Whole wheat vitamins and minerals, protein too. Whole wheat energy to help you stride through the morning high, wide, and handsome. Yes, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. You try 'em. Golden Flakes, Crisp Flakes, Wheaties Flakes. Have some tomorrow with milk and fruit, and see yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
Next week, Joel McCrea in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrea will soon be seen starring in the Universal International Technicolor production Saddle Trim. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Tom McKee, Tom Holland, Jack Crucian, Byron Kane, and Jay Novello. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcott, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. This is Hal Gibney speaking.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen Tuesday night to the Penny Singleton Show on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
From Saturday night, 9:30 on NBC, Joel McCrea, Tales of the Texas Rangers, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're going to go to a Thursday next, and that was 78 years ago, July 29th, 1948. Radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Whenever you drive the car, there is always an unseen, unwelcome passenger with you. That passenger is danger. The danger of a traffic accident. Unfortunately, every person seems to have the absurd notion that he bears a charmed life, that no traffic accident can happen to him. But it can, and too often it does. So when you're behind that wheel, don't take chances. Obey all traffic rules. Drive safely for life, your life, and the lives of us.
She was often referred to as the First Lady of Suspense, primarily because of her role in Sorry, Wrong Number. You're going to hear another episode of Suspense. This from 78 years ago, July 29th, 1948. Agnes Moorehead and the Tale of the Yellow Wallpaper.
In just a moment, Suspense, starring Agnes Moorehead.
Hi, Hap. Hello, Ed. How are things? Couldn't be better. Except walking 12 blocks to your service station just isn't for me. You got my new spark plugs in?
Just finished putting those brand new Autolite resistor spark plugs in your car. Guess she takes a big load off your arches, eh, Hap?
Sure does. My feet have the pep, but not the pickup. What are you listening to tonight?
Oh, it's Thursday, Hap. I'm listening to the Autolite Suspense Show. Never miss it.
Well, here's where I rest my weary bones and listen to Agnes Moorehead.
Hey, Hap, here comes Frank Martin, the Autolite salesman, to join us. Hello, Frank.
Hi, Ed.
Meet Hap Horton.
Autolite spark plugs, batteries, and ignition systems. The lifeline of your car.
Well, thanks, Mr. Horton, for the assist. And wait until I give you the real lowdown on those brand new Autolite resistor spark plugs Ed just put in your car. Say
it later, Frank. Here comes Agnes Moorehead.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills, starring tonight Miss Agnes Moorehead in a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Today, everybody's switching to Autolite, and tonight, Autolite takes pleasure in presenting
Anton Leder's production of the famous short story, The Yellow Wallpaper, starring Agnes Moorehead.
I've never seen a worse wallpaper in my life. All those strangled heads and bulbous eyes and fungus growths seem to shriek with derision. When we came to this house, the minute I saw it, I made up my mind secretly to start writing again in spite of them. But I don't dare let John know I'm keeping this journal. It's difficult being married to a doctor. John's an excellent doctor, I'm sure, but he's so inconsistent about me. He says I'm not really sick, that I'm only a little run down from caring for the baby, that I have a temporary nervous depression. Yet he prescribes phosphates or phosphites, I don't know which, and tonics and exercise. And he absolutely forbids me to work until I'm well again. He hates for me to write a word. But writing is such a relief to my mind. I can write down things, tell things here that... No, John says I'm not to brood about those things. I confess they make me feel bad, so I'll only write about the house. I saw it for the first time today. It's the most beautiful place. John rented it for the summer, and we drove up today, a perfect June morning. The bay and the white sails and people all ready and swimming, and then the shaded lane and the riotous old-fashioned flowers and the gnarly trees and the house. The house standing alone in the summer stillness. I could never tell John, but you know, the house spoke to me. It was only because he rattled on so that I couldn't hear what
Reminded me of those English places you read about. Gardeners, cottages, and everything, and had only $200 a month.
Hedges and walls and gates that lock, and there's a ghostliness.
Remember, I rented it just for you, darling. And you're going to let Jenny do all the work while you live like a prince. You like it, darling? Speak up.
Yes, John. Yes, it's lovely, but it's strange, as though it might be haunted.
Darling, you've got that look on your face again. That dopey look. Well, Jenny's home, has a station wagon, and if I know my dear sister, she's already turned the place inside out and cleaned it top to bottom.
John, is it haunted, do you think?
What, the house? At $200 a month? Well, that's asking too much of fate. Come on, hop up.
You always laugh at anything you can't touch or see or put down in figures. There is something strange about the house. I feel
If you weren't always imagining.
I'm not imagining. One reason I don't get well is that you don't believe me. You don't even believe I'm sick. You tell my friends and relatives. I've heard you. I've heard you that there's nothing wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with
you. You're saying it again.
I'm sorry. Please don't cry. Now, come along. Let's go inside.
And so I came into this house in tears. It was wrong. It was all wrong. Maybe the house saw me crying, or this room. I got so unreasonably angry with John. I shouldn't, I know. He's so careful and loving, and I repay him so badly. I should control myself, at least in front of him. But it makes me so tired not to show what I feel. Jenny met us at the door. Naturally, she saw I'd been crying, but she took pains to ignore it.
Well, hello, you two. You're early. You must have started at the crack of dawn. How was the trip?
Made it in less than 2 hours.
They're like as peas in a pod, Jenny and John, both efficient and kind.
And how did you bear up, Pet?
Oh, very well, thank you, Jenny. Both kind and both somehow cruel. But I don't really think that.
Well, you're just in time for lunch. I bought a flounder down at the wharf and cooked it with capers and cream. Sound good?
Wonderful, Jenny.
May I see the house first?
The whole grand tour? Oh, Pet, the flounder'll cook to death.
Well, at least my room.
Our room.
All right, if you insist. But if that fish is spoiled, don't blame me.
Why would I blame her?
Whose room is this, Jenny? Yours?
Uh-huh, it's small, but it's near the door and the telephone.
Oh, John, look.
What?
Let's take this one for you and me. I love those roses over the window.
I've already put your things upstairs, Pet.
Well, this has a little porch and such pretty old-fashioned chintz hangings. Let's
Well,
take
you love the
this.
room upstairs, darling.
And you can see there's no room in here for 2 beds.
And I won't hear of being in separate rooms. I'm going to make you rest and take your tonic.
John and I have talked it all over. And the room at the top of the house has so many windows.
And you know, darling, you must absorb lots of fresh air. Get your appetite back.
They smother me with concern. They crush me with kindness.
Come along. There's a good girl.
All right, you know what's best.
And you're going to like that nursery. It gets loads of sunshine.
Up the steep, narrow stairs, 2 stories up to the very top of the house. There's a gate at the top that locks. I wonder why. And beyond the gate is the nursery room. This room. It is big and airy, nearly a whole floor with windows that look every way. They say it was a nursery. But what was it, really?
Open them all, Jenny. Wide.
All right.
Well, darling?
Why are the windows barred?
For the little children. Otherwise, it wouldn't be safe.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Children climb around so, don't they? What are those rings and things in the walls?
Oh, I expect they made it into a gymnasium when the children got older.
A sort of playground.
Oh, they must have hated the wallpaper.
Well, they were rough on it, that's for sure.
The way they've stripped it off in patches. I don't blame them. It's hideous.
Oh, who wants to look at the wallpaper with this view? My, you can see the whole bay.
It's a revolting color. It's unclean. Such a strange, sickish yellow there where the sun's faded it. I never saw worse paper in my life.
Don't dramatize it, darling. You must be hungry, and I know you're tired.
I'm not tired. Why do you both act this way? I say the wallpaper's ugly, and you look at each other. Your eyes shuttle back and forth, and suddenly you both act as though I'd lost my
Darling, that was something we weren't going to say.
Be a good girl, Pet. We don't act anyway. We just don't want you to worry. We want you to be well.
It's true, that's all they want. John laughs at me, of course, but one expects that in marriage. And he says I have foolish fancies, and he sometimes can talk them away, but not this time. No matter what he says, it's a smoldering, sulphurous, unclean, it's hideous wallpaper. No wonder the children scratched at it and stripped it down. No wonder they gouged the plaster with their little fingernails. No wonder they hate it. I hate it myself. And somehow, I feel it hates me.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Miss Agnes Moorehead in the Yellow Wallpaper, Autolite's presentation of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Ed, isn't she terrific?
Yes, sir. Agnes Moorehead is always terrific.
She sure is. Say, car sure sounds good. I couldn't resist stepping on the starter. These new Autolite resistor spark plugs sure make this a contented car.
Yep, and you got the first set in town.
Well, right now you can get Autolite resistor spark plugs almost anywhere in the United States. It's sensational. Why, no other spark plug will give and maintain such performance.
Sounds like a good sales story. Where did the name resistor come from, Mr. Martin?
Autolite worked with leading car and truck manufacturers, and they ignition engineered a 10,000 ohm resistor right into the Autolite spark plug. That permits a wider spark gap setting and maintains it far longer than any other spark plugs. Actually, Mr. Horton, when you replace your narrow gap spark plugs with a set of wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, you can tell the difference in your car.
That's right from the book, I'll bet, Mr. Martin?
Well, guess so. But here's the simple lowdown. As a result of the wide gap in the resistor spark plug, your engine idles smoother. You have better luck with lean gas mixtures and save gas. And within established limits, you reduce spark plug interference with radio and television reception. Yes, and today you can get the resistor spark plug from almost any of Autolite's 60,000 dealers. That's the biggest spark plug news in years.
And now Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Miss Agnes Moorehead as star in The Yellow Wallpaper, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
We've been here 2 weeks, and I haven't felt like riding again since that first day. I'm sitting by the window now, up in this frightful nursery room. There's nothing to stop my riding as much as I please. John is away all day, and sometimes even at night if he has a serious case. I'm glad my case is not serious. But these nervous troubles can be depressing all the same. I cry at nothing and cry most of the time. John doesn't know how much I suffer. He knows there's no reason to suffer, and that satisfies him. I suppose John was never nervous in his life. He laughs at me so about this wallpaper.
No, I won't let you have your way, you silly goose. If we'd taken the room downstairs, you'd be seeing faces in the chintz drapes.
Not faces. Look at that spot, John. And that one over there.
Yes, I see. It's a repeating pattern.
It's a broken neck with 2 bulging eyes staring at me upside down.
And to me, it's climbing ivy or some kind of a vine. Take your choice. Could be anything. Besides, I can't repaper a room just for a 3 months rental.
Well, then let's move downstairs. Take me away from her. Don't you see, John, it hates me.
I wish I'd get well faster.
Just use your will and your good sense, darling.
I'm afraid.
But you're so much better.
When I married you, I meant to be such a help, and I'm only a burden.
You are a help to me. You're my comfort.
I can't even be with my baby. It makes me so nervous. Will I ever be well enough to see him again?
Of course you'll be well, if you try.
Then I'll try, I promise. From now on, I won't look at the wallpaper, and I'll stop seeing things out of the windows.
Out the windows?
Oh, I see people walking up and down the paths and in the arbors. I know it's silly, and it's only in certain lights when I look at the wallpaper from the bed that I see...
See what?
Nothing. Nothing. No, you're right. There's nothing except a pattern. A front pattern and an under pattern in a different shade of yellow. It dwells in my mind so. I lie on that great immovable bed. It's nailed down, I believe, and follow that pattern about by the hour. And then where it isn't faded and when the sun is just so, I see a strange, faint, formless sort of figure lurking, waiting behind that front design. I don't know why I should write like this day after day. I don't want to. I don't feel able. And I know John would think it absurd, but I must express what I feel and think in some way. It's such a relief. There are things in that wallpaper that nobody knows about but me. You know, there's a woman stooping down and creeping about behind that pattern. Last night it was moonlight, and the moon shines in all around just as the sun does. John was asleep, and I hated to waken him, so I kept still and watched the moonlight on the wall till I felt creepy. The woman behind the paper began to shake the pattern as if she wanted to get out. I got up softly and went and felt the paper to see if it did move. It moved! It moved, I'm sure of it. And the poor woman cried out as though her voice came a long way over water. Caravan, let me in! Caravan, let me in! Caravan, let me in! Oh, the poor thing. Then I went back to the bed. John was awake.
What is it, darling? Why are you up? Well, you shouldn't go walking around like that. You'll catch cold.
The moonlight woke me.
You are cold. You're shivering.
John, I'm not really getting better. Won't you take me away?
Well, our lease will be up in 3 weeks, darling. I don't see how we can leave before then. Of course, if you were in any danger, I would, but you really are better, dear, whether you see it or not. I'm a doctor, and I know.
Oh, my appetite may be better in the evening when you're here, but it's worse in the morning when you're gone.
Why, you're gaining flesh and color.
I don't weigh a bit more, not even as much.
Well, bless your little heart. You shall be as sick as you please. But let's go to sleep, huh? And talk about it in the morning.
You won't go away?
How can I, dear? And why should I, since you're better?
Better in body, perhaps, but
darling,
in my...
For my sake and your sake and for the sake of our child, I beg you not to let that idea enter your head, not for an instant. Can't you trust me as a doctor when I tell you it's a false and foolish idea? Answer me, darling. Don't you trust me?
Yes, of course I trust you, only...
What?
I'm sleepy. Let's go to sleep. But I didn't sleep. I lay there for hours trying to decide if the front pattern and the back pattern moved together or separately. At night, in the moonlight, the front pattern becomes bars. And the woman behind it shakes the bars. Yes, she shakes the bars as she creeps around. I lie down ever so much now. John says it's good for me and to sleep all I can, but you see, I don't sleep. And that cultivates deceit, for I don't tell him I'm awake. Oh, no. Fact is, I'm getting a little afraid of John. He seems very odd sometimes, and it strikes me that perhaps it's the yellow wallpaper. I like this room now, and life is much more exciting than it used to be. I have something more to expect, to look forward to. to watch. And I really do eat better, and I'm quieter than I was. John is pleased to see me improve.
You see? You're flourishing like a weed in spite of your wallpaper.
Yeah. In spite of the wallpaper. In spite of it. Because of it. But I had no intention of telling him that. He might want to take me away, and I don't want to leave now until I found out. There's 1 week more, and I think that will be enough. There's a funny mark on the wall low down near the mopboard. A streak that runs around the room, goes behind every piece of furniture except the bed. A long, straight, even smudge as if it had been rubbed over and over and over. How was it done? Who did it? What did they do? Round and round. Round and round. Round. It makes me dizzy. I've really discovered something at last. There are a great many women behind the pattern, and sometimes only one, and she creeps around fast, and her creeping shakes the pattern. She's trying to climb through and can't because the pattern strangles everything. But she does get out in the daytime. I know because I've seen her. When a car comes, she hides in the blackberry vines. I don't blame her. I'd hide too. I always lock the door when I creep by daylight. There are only 2 days left to tear this paper off and let the woman out in the room. And John's beginning to take notice. I don't like the look in his eyes, or the way he talks with Jenny about me. I overheard them.
She isn't sleeping nights, Jenny. She's quiet, but I know she's awake.
Well, it's little wonder she sleeps the whole blessed day.
Yeah. Maybe I ought to call in another doctor.
Now, it's just stubbornness, John. She's determined to prove you're wrong.
I suppose you're right. Oh, I'm sure she'll improve. Oh, darling.
Well, hello, pet. How you creep about?
Well, that's a funny thing to say, Jenny. It isn't I who creeps.
Jenny says you stay in your room too much. You don't take your exercise.
You tell me to rest, and then you tell me to take exercise. I can't do both.
Well,
As though I can't see through them.
tomorrow's our last day here. We'll talk about exercise when I get you back to town.
I'll have to rouse you out of bed pretty early, pet. You know, some of that furniture up there belongs downstairs, and the movers will be here at 9.
Maybe you'll sleep upstairs tonight, Jenny. So you won't be alone, darling.
You won't be here tonight, John?
Well, not until tomorrow evening. There's a difficult case.
If you're going to feel lonesome...
Oh, no, Jenny. I'll rest better alone, I'm sure of it. Thank you all the same. That was clever of me. The sly thing. I won't be alone a bit. As soon as the moon shone in, the poor thing behind the paper began to crawl and shake the pattern. I ran to her. I pulled, and she shook. I shook, and she pulled. And my morning we'd peeled off yards and yards of yellow wallpaper, a strip about as high as my head and half around the room. When Jenny came up in the morning, she looked at the wall in amazement. You know why I did it, Jenny? Just to spite the vicious thing. Why are you so surprised?
Oh, I'm not. Why, I wouldn't mind doing it myself. But you mustn't tire yourself, pet.
She wouldn't mind doing it.
Why don't you come downstairs and lie down?
How she betrayed herself, that Jenny. She wouldn't mind doing it. But I'm here and no person touches this paper but me. Not alive. I've locked the door and thrown the key down into the front path. I don't want anybody to come in till John comes. I want to surprise him. And I've got a rope up here. Even Jenny doesn't know that. If the woman gets out from behind the pattern and tries to run away, I can tie her securely to one of the rings in the wall. There she is. There, see how the pattern moves, like wallowing seaweeds.
Oh, it'll strangle her unless I help. Wait, I'll help you. I'll peel off the paper all I can. Wait, be patient. You push. You push it, I'll pull. Oh, it sticks horribly to the plaster. There, I can get it off with my teeth. Oh, it hurts. But I'm getting it. Wait, just a little bit more. I'm getting it. A little bit more. I wonder if they all came out of the wallpaper, as I did. I think they did, but I have you securely tied by my rope now. You'll never get away. But I don't want to get away. It's so pleasant to be out in this great room to creep about as I please. It's so pleasant. But I suppose I'll have to get back behind the pattern when night comes. That will be hard to do. Well, it's better than going outside. I won't go outside, even if Jenny asks me to. For outside, I have to creep on the ground where everything is green instead of yellow. And here, I can creep smoothly on the floor. Listen, she's coming now.
Darling, open the door. You hear me? Open the door.
It's John at the door.
Open the door, darling. Open it, please, dear.
How he does pound and shout. It's no use, Dr. John. You can't open it.
Open it, do you hear me, dear? Open it! Jenny, bring me the axe.
Oh, no, he'll break down that beautiful door. John, dear, the key's down in front of the house under a plantain leaf.
My darling,
it's
please.
Down by the front door, John.
Open the door, for heaven's sake, open it.
I can't. The key's downstairs, John. It's under a plantain leaf by the front steps. It's under a plantain leaf, John. Go and see. You'll find it if you look. You'll find it. There. He's gone to look. The wallpaper has stopped laughing. The evil thing. Now I can creep slowly, smoothly on the floor. Round and round, round and round and round. And my shoulder just fits into that long smudge on the wall so I can't lose my way. Oh, he's coming back. He's running on the stairs. How astonished he'll be.
Darling. Oh, my dear, what is it? What's happened?
I've got out at last, John.
Out?
Yes, out in spite of you and Jenny. I pulled down the paper. I shook the pattern and pushed and pulled it down. It stuck horribly. But you'll never put me back. You'll never put me back. You're so pale, John. Why do you close your eyes? You watch how swiftly I creep around in this lovely yellow room. Fainted? Now why should that man have fainted? But he did. And right across my path by the wall, so that I have to creep over him every time. Round and round and round and round and round.
Thank you, Agnes Moorehead, for a magnificent performance. Miss Moorehead will be back in just a moment.
Oh, what a show. that Agnes Moorehead's really some actress. Well, I guess I better head for home and Motherland.
Okay,
Oh, say, Mr. Martin, can you give me those simple words of yours again? My boy Billy pesters me with slogans.
You bet, Mr. Horton. When you replace your narrow gap spark plugs with a set of wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, you can tell the difference in your car. For example, your engine idles smoother. You have better luck with leaner gas mixtures and save gas. And within established limits, you reduce spark plug interference with radio and television reception. So, switch to Autolite because Autolite means resistor spark plugs.
Ignition-engineered spark plugs.
Autolite means batteries.
Stay full batteries.
Autolite means ignition system.
The lifeline of your car.
And now here again is Miss Agnes Moorehead.
It's always a great pleasure for me to appear on Suspense. I've thoroughly enjoyed this appearance this evening. And next week, when I turn listener again, I'll join the rest of you to welcome Mr. Charles Lawton's return to these microphones in a role written especially for him. Next week, then, An Honest Man, starring Charles Lawton, on
Suspense.
Agnes Moorehead may soon be seen in the Warner Brothers production, Johnny Belinda. Tonight's suspense play was adapted for radio by Sylvia Richards from an original story by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. Music was composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Mr. Charles Lawton in An Honest Man.
This is the Autolite Suspense Show saying good night. Switch to Autolite.
This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
9 p.m. on Thursday, July 29th, Thursday, July 29th, 1948, Suspense here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up next, Claudia.
There are times every day as you work or you play when a pause would be welcome to you. And it's then that you find a bright thought in your mind that only a Coke will do. 50 million times a day, at home, at work, or on the way, there's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
Yes, for a bright taste and a bracing sparkle, for perfect refreshment every time. There's nothing like ice-cold Coca-Cola.
There's nothing like a Coca-Cola, nothing like a Coke.
Now the Coca-Cola sponsored syndicated soap opera Claudia, going back 78 years to July 29th, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Claudia, stop tapping your foot. You're getting me nervous.
Oh, am I tapping my foot? I didn't know. Mama, I'm starting to feel stood up.
Well, then why don't you sit down on that suitcase?
I'd feel stood up sitting down. I wonder where David is.
He'll be along any minute.
That's so far from here to the garage. He shouldn't be taking this long.
Oh, leave that poor boy alone, Claudia.
I feel kind of silly standing around on the sidewalk with all this stuff strewn around.
Since when do you get embarrassed?
Oh, I'm not embarrassed. I just feel silly.
That's nothing new.
Baby doesn't seem to mind. Look, Mama, he's sound asleep in his carriage. Think in a couple of hours we'll be back on the farm.
If David ever gets here from the garage.
Leave the poor boy alone, Mama.
Really, you are impossible.
It's one thing for you to say something. It's quite another thing for me to say it.
That is a brilliant observation.
On second thought, we don't have so much stuff to bring back, do we?
Your second thought is wrong. I still think we should have hired a truck.
Oh, nonsense. David's wonderful at packing cars. He'll be able to fit everything in with room left over.
That I will have to see.
You will, you will. La 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 dum da 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 dum. Hey, what's in that little box over there?
That little box?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I better open it to make sure we want it with us.
Don't you touch it.
Why not?
It belongs to me.
Since when are you so private?
Since always. Though I get little chance.
Oh, tell me what's in it.
I will not. And that's final.
Oh, see if I care. Say, what about the baby's bottle? He's due to have it in about, half an hour.
It's nestling in the carriage right beside him. I have it wrapped up so it won't get too cold.
Mama, you're so brilliant. You act as though you had experience with lots more babies than just me. You sure you didn't?
You were all the experience I needed.
There's David now. Yoo-hoo!
Claudia, shh. He sees you.
Hi.
Everything ready, darling?
Everything's been ready for half an hour. It's about time you got here.
I break my neck, and this is the thanks I get.
Pay no attention to her, David.
Claudia, why is it we always have more stuff when we leave a place than when we arrive there?
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, we came to Mama 3 weeks ago with just a couple of valises. And now, look.
Well, we've acquired a few things.
We certainly have.
Can't help that.
A few things. It looks like you've acquired a whole department store.
I suppose you'd like me to leave them behind.
Mm-hmm. That would help.
I suppose you'd like to leave the baby behind since we've acquired him since we've been in New York, too.
Oh, that would help even more.
Stop quibbling, children. Let's get started.
Don't quibble.
What's in this big box? Ouch. Filled with rocks.
Rocks? What would I be carrying rocks to Connecticut for? Our place is full of rocks.
This is no time for whimsy. What's in this?
That is mine, and no questions will be answered.
Mama has a secret.
It's about time. What's in this crate?
Oh, just a few books I received since the hospital.
If I thought you'd ever read them, I wouldn't mind so much. And it's an idea.
What?
For lugging them back to Eastbrook, I'm going to make you read every single one of these.
Honestly, Mama, what gets into men?
They don't like bundles.
But that's half the point of traveling.
Maybe it'd be simpler to pack up the car and carry this stuff.
Very funny.
I dread to think of repeating this process at the other end.
Oh, it won't be so bad. Undressing's always easier than dressing.
Now, let's see.
Now, I suggest you stop grumbling and get going. We'd be in Eastbrook already if you weren't making such a fuss.
I wonder where we can fit in the baby carriage.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me take the baby out of
Give
it.
him to me.
Now, here you are, Skeezix. You go to your grandmother. Can't imagine why, but she wants you. Don't you dare open your mouth.
Or else. Well, maybe I should take out the back seat and put the carriage in there.
Back seat?
No, the baby carriage.
Won't it fit in the trunk?
Now, what do you think?
I guess it won't. Too many wheels.
I'll have to put the valise in the trunk. How many are they?
Only 5. 3 big, 2 small.
Is that all?
That's all. Listen, David, if we didn't have to take the spare tire, we'd have room.
Don't you dare even suggest it. Haven't you learned your lesson?
All right, all right, all right. I was only trying to help.
The carriage won't fit in there. I'll have to put it in the back, and then the 4 of us will have to sit in the front.
It's a good thing the baby isn't grown up yet.
Certainly is.
You know, I think we ought to stand the little one up on the side, and the 3 big ones can go one on top of the other, and then the little one
Get
can go
away
on...
from me. Get away from me.
I don't know why you can't bear to have some good advice.
Get away.
What about tying the carriage on top of the car? You know, like skis?
Oh, great, great.
David, I have an idea.
You too, Mama.
You can put all the coats and small boxes in the carriage.
Yes?
Then we can put the boxes and... Oh, no. I guess it wouldn't work.
Of course, we could send the car up by itself, and then we could take the train.
I wouldn't mind. Oh, but think how all the other people on the road would feel, seeing a car on the road with nobody driving it.
Now, let me get these valises in. I feel like an Armenian peddler standing here on the sidewalk with all these boxes around.
You look like a peddler. You are mean, but that's the only Armenian thing about you.
Claudia, men don't appreciate jokes at a time like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not this way. This one's too tall.
Lay it sideways.
Shut up.
Mama, listen to how he talks to me.
I don't blame him.
I'll try and get the carriage in the car, darling.
They just can't bear to part with anything.
David, don't look around now, but there's a man watching you.
Probably fascinated at how henpecked a man can be.
Looks like a sidewalk engineer to me. He's coming over. See you, David. Here.
Say, look. Just a suggestion, my friend.
Yes?
Now, wait a minute, look. Why not prop the 2 little suitcases on their sides in the corner? Then the 3 large ones will sit in the center.
I've tried that, but they don't fit.
Doesn't?
No.
Well, what do you know? That's very strange. Very strange indeed.
My wife went to great lengths to choose them so they wouldn't.
Oh, married, huh?
Yes, I'm married, and I'm trying not to lose my temper.
You moving today?
Yes, we're moving.
You're very fortunate to find another apartment.
Well, we haven't found another apartment.
You haven't?
Hello, David. How you doing?
Terrible.
Oh, darling, I don't think the carriage is going to fit in the back either.
No.
Did you say you were moving, but you haven't found another apartment?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. This one fits in sideways better.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. Because now there's no room for the leather bag.
Well, how about propping it up with
Please,
some...
darling, please.
Well, then why are you moving?
Because I like packing the car.
Oh, wait a minute, there's nothing to get sore at. Now, you're moving without a new place?
If you must have an answer, we've been evicted.
David!
Evicted? You mean evicted?
That's what happened.
Evicted, huh?
Oh, David, wasn't it terrible?
Yes, turned out of our apartment. Forced to leave suddenly. Made to pack all our belongings into the car and move.
Well, you know, that's one of the most terrible things I've ever heard of. What happened? You say you were evicted?
We had a baby, and the landlord... Well, need I say more?
He was so hard-hearted about it.
A poor, harmless little boy. There he is, in his poor old grandmother's arms.
Evicted? Well, what do you know about that?
Yes, she has to move, too.
Don't let Mommy hear you talking about her like that.
Say, well, this is one of the most terrible stories I've ever heard. Say, look here. Have you called the authorities?
What good would it do? If it's this kind of a world where families have to be turned out into the street, well, that's the kind of a world it is. Come on, Claudia, hand me the little suitcase. We'll try to find a home for it, too.
I ought to throw it at you.
Are you sure there isn't some way I can help? Anything I can do to help?
No, don't worry about it. There's nothing you can do except, well, it's nice to have met you.
You know, I think you're all very courageous.
Well, we really don't have very much to be courageous about, but...
Are you sure I can't do anything to help you?
I'm sure. We'll get along some way.
Say, you know, I've got a suggestion. If you put the big fat one on the bottom, it might fit a lot better that way.
Well, thanks.
Aren't you ashamed?
No, I'm not ashamed.
You ought to be pulling that man's leg like that, strumming on his heartstrings.
He turned out to be pretty nice. I can't stand sidewalk kibitzers. Say, it does go in the way he said. Oh, what do you know?
When are we going to get underway? It's almost time for the baby's bottle.
Let the baby wait. It's time he did his share. There. I guess this is as good as I can get the back of the car. We'll put this one under your foot.
So no grass will grow.
Now I'll get the carriage in, and the coats and boxes will be all set.
You see, it hasn't been so bad.
Just a little wide.
Don't scrape the paint off.
That's the least of my worries. There. Now the coats and the boxes. Claudia.
Yeah?
Claudia, get in front and take the baby. And Mommy, you get next to her and close the door quickly so nothing falls out.
So bossy. Hand me the baby, Mama.
Here he is, Claudia. Move over and make room for me.
Now, take a deep breath, Mama.
Well, here we are. All on our way to Eastbrook.
I can hardly believe it.
Now, David, you less grumpy now that everything's fit into the car? I knew it would.
I never have been grumpy. Now move over. Make room for me.
I moved over as far as I can move over. But your son, he's so fat.
At last. I hope the tires hold out.
Wouldn't it be funny if we had to unpack the car to get the spare tire out?
I apologize for her, David. She has a misplaced sense of humor.
Are we all set?
All set.
Wait a minute, David. Don't start the car.
What's the matter now?
The black frying pan.
What about it?
I have to go upstairs and get it.
You what?
I left it in Mama's stove. David, it's the most wonderful frying pan in the whole world for bacon. I'll only be a second.
We're going to Eastbrook without the black frying pan.
Pan is such a gorgeous frying pan.
It's black and dirty.
It is not.
It just looks dirty because it's black, but it's clean.
I'll buy you a new one.
It's not the same thing. It takes years and years to train a black frying pan. It's like antiques.
Then we'll have to do without it.
You are heartless. David, please let me get out of the car to get it, please.
What do I do now, Mrs.
Pay no attention to her. Just start the car and let's be on our way.
Oh, the two of you. You have no understanding.
I have understanding. The black frying pan is in that heavy box. I was a little embarrassed to say so, but I wouldn't go a step without it either.
Oh, Mama, now I love you as much as the frying pan.
Now, Mrs. Brown, you have no idea how I love you. Well, let's go.
It's no accident that Coca-Cola has become such a favorite with young people. It belongs with friendly occasions. It's delicious and wholesome. And it only costs a nickel a bottle. Why not have your grocer put a case of Coke in the car this afternoon? With Coke on ice, the young people in your house can play host to their friends in great style. That makes them feel good, and it makes you feel good, too.
Say, my friend, did those people really have a place to go?
Oh, yes. Yes, they do. A rather nice place at that. They'll be getting to their farm tomorrow.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear it. Did the gentleman get all those pieces of his puzzle put together?
Just about. They left a minute ago.
Oh. I'd like to have seen how he packed the car. Didn't think he could do it. I got the same job coming up. The wife and I are going off for 2 weeks.
Well, I wish you a pleasant vacation.
Thanks, friend. It'll be okay if the little woman doesn't pack too many duds. Well, so long.
Well, so long, and thanks for your help. If all goes well, we'll hear the big arrival home tomorrow. Till then, as I was about to say, every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
And there you have it from 78 years ago, July 24th, 1948. Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow on the podcast, we'll have for you episodes of I Was a Communist for the FBI starring Dana Andrews and Draw the Red Curtain. Boston Blackie starring Dick Calmer and the freighter Swan. A Man Called X starring Herbert Marshall in the Turtle Island Vacation. Jeff Regan Investigator starring Frank Graham and Frank Nelson. And A Fire for Romano. And Claudia. That's all coming up tomorrow here on the podcast. Have yourself a great Wednesday. We'll see you Thursday for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.